Welcome to Scam Shield 360, where we help you navigate the tricky waters of scam recovery. Let's be honest, getting scammed is like getting kicked in the metaphorical groin by a metaphorical kangaroo. It's painful, it's disorienting, and you're probably a little embarrassed that it happened. But unlike getting kicked by a kangaroo, getting scammed is sadly very common. It happens to more people than you think, and it's nothing to be ashamed of. But what is something to be ashamed of? Not knowing what to do about it. That's why we're here. Today we're answering your top 5 scam recovery questions. We'll cover everything from reporting the scammers to protecting yourself in the future. So buckle up, put on your metaphorical seatbelt, because safety first, and let's dive into the wild world of scam recovery. So you just realized you've been scammed. First of all, let me just say, that sucks. It's like finding out that your favorite brand of ice cream is just mayonnaise with food coloring. Deeply upsetting. But you know what's not upsetting? Taking action. The first thing you need to do is contact your bank or credit card company immediately. Tell them you've been scammed and explain the situation. They may be able to reverse the transaction or at least limit your losses. It's a bit like putting a band-aid on a bullet wound, but hey, every little bit helps, right? Next, report the scam to the authorities. This includes your local police department, the Federal Trade Commission, or even the FBI's Internet Crime Complaint Center, if the scam happened online. Now, you might be thinking, will they actually catch the scammers? Look, I'm not going to lie to you. The chances of them catching the actual perpetrator might be slim. But reporting it creates a paper trail, and you know what they say, the pen is mightier than the sword. Unless the sword is being used by a scammer to steal your identity, then the pen is significantly less useful. If you gave your personal information to a scammer, well, that's like leaving your front door open while you go on vacation and also posting your house keys on Facebook. It's not ideal. First things first, change your passwords. And I don't mean just adding an exclamation point to the end of your old password. I'm talking Fort Knox level security here. Make it long, make it strong, make it something you can actually remember, which, let's face it, is probably the hardest part. Next, you'll want to monitor your accounts like a hawk, looking for any suspicious activity. And finally, consider placing a fraud alert on your credit report. This tells creditors to take extra steps to verify your identity before issuing any new credit in your name. Think of it as a chastity belt for your credit score. Reporting a scam can feel like navigating a labyrinth designed by a minotaur who's also really bad at giving directions, but trust me, it's important. Start by gathering all the evidence you have, like emails, phone numbers, transaction records, anything that screams, "I was scammed," in a court of law. Then head to the Federal Trade Commission's website and file a complaint. It's surprisingly easy, kind of like ordering something online, except instead of buying a pair of pants you'll never wear, you're reporting a crime. Progress. Depending on the scam, you might also want to report it to other agencies, like the FBI's Internet Crime Complaint Center for online scams, or the Federal Communications Commission for phone scams. Remember, reporting these scams isn't just about you, it's about protecting others from falling victim to these digital delinquents. Protecting yourself from future scams is like trying to avoid spoilers for a movie everyone's already seen. It's a constant battle, but with the right knowledge, you can come out on top. First, get familiar with common scam tactics. This includes things like phishing emails, fake websites, and unsolicited phone calls from people claiming you've won a free cruise. Pro tip, you didn't win a free cruise. Speaking of things that are too good to be true, if an offer seems too good to be true, it probably is. Remember that Nigerian prince who promised you millions? Yeah, he's still not real. Finally, be cautious with your personal information. Don't give it out to anyone who doesn't absolutely need it. Think of your personal information like it's your prized collection of vintage Beanie Babies. Sure, you think they're valuable, but you wouldn't just hand them out to a stranger, would you? Being scammed can be an incredibly isolating experience. It's like being the only one who didn't get invited to the metaphorical party. But here's the thing, you're not alone. There are countless support groups and resources available for scam victims. Online forums, for example, can be a great place to connect with others who understand what you're going through. It's like group therapy. But instead of sharing your feelings, you're sharing stories about how you almost fell for that your car warranty is about to expire scam. And if you need more personalized support, consider reaching out to a therapist or counselor who specializes in trauma or financial abuse. They can provide you with the tools and coping mechanisms you need to move forward. Remember, healing takes time, so be patient with yourself. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to Scam Shield 360 for more tips on staying safe from scams. We'll be here every step of the way, shining a light on the dark underbelly of the internet, one scam at a time. Remember, knowledge is your best defense against scammers. The more you know about their tactics, the less likely you are to fall victim. So stay informed, stay vigilant, and most importantly, stay skeptical of anyone who emails you claiming to be a Nigerian prince. Because I can guarantee you that's never going to end well.